Good morning, church. I think today we are already in maybe third or fourth week of our online service. And me as a pastor and a worship leader and a musician, I can never really get used to the fact that I have to worship through the camera. All I do is I just play, and by faith, I trust that you on the other side are singing together with me. And when I preach, again, by faith, I just trust that you on the other side is listening and you're engaging and you're worshiping. And I think we've heard a lot of stories. We've heard a lot of stories about families worshiping at home, and we've heard a lot of good stories, mind you, good stories and positive experiences. But we also know that it's a big adjustment for the families and for you worshiping at home, because even though you set up your TV and you get yourselves ready and you get your whole family together with you on the dinner table and you watch the service together, just something is a little bit different. And the biggest difference is because there's no community with you. There's no brothers and sisters singing together with you, and you can't mingle with them after the service. You won't be able to see familiar faces, and you won't be able to meet new people. And the pastoral team knows that this is a challenge for us, and the bad news is we can never fully fix this problem until we can meet together in a physical location again. But the good news is we have been researching on this function, YouTube Premiere. And this function seems to allow us to bridge that distance between us a little closer. It seems to allow us to build a stronger sense of community through this function. So today I'm going to show you how this function works, and mainly there's two really good things about this function. The first one is this YouTube Premiere allows us to watch the online service video at the same time. So even though I'm at home, Pastor Wilbur's at home, maybe Peter's at home, Chris is at home, Amy is at home, but when we watch that video, we know that different people around the neighborhood in the church is watching that video at the same time. So that's really good. And the second part is that this YouTube Premiere opens up a chat room, an online chat room, so that we can chat with each other, mingle with each other, maybe ask each other how we're doing, and maybe talk with the pastors, and maybe put your prayer request down, or maybe just share how God has spoken to you in your sermon. And that's really good, so that it gives us a platform to share with one another and to connect with one another. So because of these two really good things, the pastoral team is going to, or we are going to put our videos through this YouTube function called the YouTube Premiere. And today I just want to show you how it works, whether anything is different and whether anything remains the same, so that we can prepare ourselves to worship together on Sunday morning. So let's take a look. So what happens when you open the link that you get from our website, or you get from our WhatsApp groups, that you find the YouTube link for online service, it will bring you to this page. And of course right now I'm showing you a demo, so it shows a song from one of our songwriters from KC Worship, but on the Sunday you will see a Sunday service thumbnail over here. And there's a couple things to know. The first thing is when you click onto that video, nothing happens, because by the definition of the premiere, it will air at a specific time, and on Sunday it will air on 10 a.m. at 10 a.m. That's where our Sunday service usually begins. Where you can also know when it starts is also on the bottom left corner over here. It says premiere in 3 minutes. Right now I'm testing this at 5 p.m. so you'll see it premieres in 3 minutes, but on Sunday of course it will start at 10 a.m. The other thing you will notice is on the right here you have a chat box, you have a chat room, and this is where you will know who else is watching with you. So you see Pastor Sharon is here, our staff Eleanor is here, Winnie is here, and supposedly Gabriel is gonna come, Pastor Gabriel, so because I've asked all the staff to come here and test this with me and show it to you guys, so that is who is watching at the same time. But of course on Sunday you can let the brothers and sisters know that you're here watching and you're worshiping with everybody. You can let us know how your week is. Oh, Pastor Wilbur has just joined as well. So this is where you connect with one another. And you can also see on the bottom left here how many people are watching this at the same time. So maybe for Sunday service, maybe there will be maybe 50 people, 40 people, maybe even 100 people, so on and so forth. And one last thing is, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe, and you can set a reminder for yourself, and that way when you see the premiere video being posted, it will give you a reminder at around 30 minutes before the start time. So our encouragement to you is to get here by 9:45 on Sunday. So then you can sort of imagine you're coming to Richmond Secondary School a little bit earlier, just as you would normally. But now you're just tuning in online a little bit earlier, and you can get yourselves ready. You can let everybody know you are here. So you can see here the timestamp, it says premiere in 60 seconds. So we're just gonna wait for it and I'll show you what else you can do. So now the premiere is going to start soon at 5 p.m. So what I encourage you to do is I encourage you guys as a church to hide the chat when the premiere is about to begin. That way you won't be distracted by the chat when the service begins. And what I also encourage you to do is to full screen this video as soon as you can so that you don't see any of these distractions on the right side here. You see I've been watching some NBA in the past here. So you full screen that video so that you don't let anything distract you, and then you can engage into worship. We'll do that as soon as the premiere begins, and it allows us to do so. So here we go, the video has started, and you see there's a countdown that YouTube has added for you. So when you hear this countdown, you know that the video is beginning in 2 minutes. So again, I encourage you to put this video in full screen on your computer or on your TV so that you don't get distracted by people in the chat room. And I encourage you to chat with the church after the service. We're gonna open up for another 15 minutes afterwards so that you can chat there. But when the video is starting, don't chat with the brothers and sisters so that you can focus on the online service. So as you can see now, we're 10 seconds in, 10 seconds in the countdown, and the video is gonna start right now, and the online service of course will begin then. So again, you would be full screened and you will engage into the worship. And right now as a demo, we're showing a song of course, but on Sunday you will see our online service. Now there's one thing that I need to answer for our question is, what happens if you don't tune in at 10 a.m.? What happens if you wake up at 10 a.m. and then you get yourselves ready by 10:30? And what's gonna happen then? You will see that when you open this link at 10:30, you will watch the video 30 minutes into the service. So that will probably mean you are in the sermon already. You have skipped the whole worship segment. And of course, that's not what you want to do. So our encouragement to you is to get ready by 9:45 so that you can you can participate in the online service at 10 a.m. But if you do have to come here at 10:30, then there is still an option. What you can do is you can put your cursor all the way back to the beginning of the video and simply click it there, and then you can watch the video all the way from the start. But again, then you will miss all the interaction with the church, because then you will be off sync with them. Now, if you watch this video, say for example at 1 p.m. for example, then this does not affect you. This YouTube video will still appear as a normal video on our channel, and you can just click it as you would normally. So that's it. We're going to use this YouTube Premiere function to worship on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Actually, not 10 a.m. anymore, because that link, you can go there anytime, and we encourage you to go there at 9:45, and just let us know you're there, and we can chat and mingle a little bit and see who's there, and you can share with one another, and we can worship on time at 10 a.m. And then when the service wraps up, you can still have time to catch up with one another and to chat. And one of our pastors is going to be there in the chat room to hear you guys and to share with you and maybe ask you questions and bless you and pray for you on that way. So we'll see you coming Sunday at 9:45. See you then.